I'd like to now invite Isabelle Vanderbeck to make some opening statements. So Isabelle works with UNEP as the GEF International Waters Task Manager. She's worked in more than 35 countries across Asia, the Pacific, Latin America and the Caribbean on transboundary water body-based projects, and also on a series of global international waters projects. Isabelle is the driving force behind uPcycle, and we've worked with her for a number of years to get this project off the ground. So Isabelle, thank you very much from the team, and please, we welcome your opening address.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you may be. As Brian said, I'm Isabelle Vanderbeck, and today I'm the representative of the United Nations Environment Programme with you, together with my colleague Nathalie Alem. And we are representing the GEF agency. And as Brian said, we were partners in crime, and we tried to facilitate access to the GEF grant. We'll be in charge of the supervision and the oversight of the project throughout its execution. I'm really happy. Sorry, I don't have the brand background, some glitches here. I'm happy sitting in the Amazon, so to speak. That's my background. But I'm truly happy to launch this project with you today, together with colleagues from Chile who will support a proof of concept in this global project. Our dear colleagues of the UKCH, we have Will, we have Brian, we have Mark, and others who will coordinate the execution of the project given its global reach and its science reach as well. So the project was very, very long in the making, and the idea originally emanated and germinated from a series of workshops organized by the GEF Scientific and Technical Advisory Panel on hypoxia, held in the 2000s. At those workshops, it became truly more evident, I mean, people knew that we urgently needed to tackle land-based sources of pollution to reduce pollution to the ocean and curb eutrophication. The number of dead zones were growing, and we needed to take action. As a result, the GEF funded a series of projects, starting with a small project which was executed to the LOICs, the Land and Ocean Interaction in the Coastal Zone, to do regional nitrogen, phosphorus, and silica budgets. We then needed to develop tools to manage those sources of pollution, and the GEF financed a nutrient management project known as the GNC to some of us. And that project developed a series of nutrient management tools. But it was not enough. The cycle was not properly addressed, and we needed to look at integrated approaches. Hence, the birth of the INMS, Integrated Nitrogen Management System project, which is looking at managing the nitrogen cycle holistically from land to water to air, looking at integrated policy and management approaches. And all of these projects were obviously grounded in science, not only coordinated by the Scientific and Technical Advisory Panel of the GF, but also grounded in science, supported by UNEP. And some of you will recall our nutrient word overview or report, and then the newest addition of Phosphorus Future. And they raised the alarm, so to speak, for more work on phosphorus. Hence this project, which we are celebrating today, with a focus on lake ecosystem recovery through phosphorus emission reductions from land to water, bringing together the global lake management and sustainable phosphorus management communities, and to develop a sustainable phosphorus management framework, which will be tested in Chile for international application. This project conceptualization and grant negotiation was indeed very long in the making. But despite its long formulation trajectory, so to speak, it is very, very relevant. It will serve for international application, including as a key contribution to the newly approved GEF integrated program, which is a program of over $100 million looking at clean and healthy oceans, curbing hypoxia, which is led by FAO and supported by a number of other GEF agencies, including UNEP, including One Child Project, which will be executed through the UKCH as well. So our phosphorus project will provide countries in this integrated program, there are 15 across continents, with the opportunity to access great phosphorus management tools. Stakeholder engagement in any GEF projects, and in particular in such global projects, is really key. And in our case, we do hope to be able to count on private sector engagement to be truly transformational. The UNEP Global Program of Action and its global platform on nutrient management is also offering a great platform and community of practice to help us amplify the results of this project. So in conclusion, officially launching a project is not only exciting, but it's also critical to get every stakeholder, beneficiaries, and others on the same page, fully aware of their roles and their contribution, but also for them to know how they can benefit from the results of the project. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we promise to make it exciting. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Isabelle. No pressure. Promise to make it exciting. We'll do our best, that's for sure.